Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started on 24-hour temperature cast. Got numbers in the mid-50s, even some upper 50s out there this morning, so it's a little less chilly than it's been. I think it's going to be a little warmer this afternoon. Maybe it did get a little warm for where you were yesterday. A pretty good shot to get into the 80s today, and likely going to see those numbers fall back into maybe the mid-50s or upper 50s again tonight, especially if some of the clouds linger a little bit. I see way up to the top of the screen up near Atlanta, up near Birmingham, a couple of showers. Maybe a few sprinkles trying near the coast, but there's nothing real organized or widespread that looks like it's going to make it to where we are. And that means our rain chances stay small. They're not zero, but they're not where you want them to be if you're looking for some showers to help out those thirsty lawns, gardens, and greens. It's 54 degrees in Tallahassee. It's 55 in Thomasville. It's 54 in Valdosta. So it's pretty comfortable to get started out there for sure, and pretty close to where it's supposed to be this time of the day, this time of the year. Middle and upper 50s, that's actually normal for this point in October. I see a 60 up in Dothan, Alabama. I see a 50 in Cross City. Some areas east a little bit cooler this morning as the skies are still a little bit clearer in more of our eastern sections. I do expect to find that wind perking up this afternoon for this morning. That breeze will be more from the south and southwest, trying to bring in some moisture to give that boundary something to work with when it gets through the area later this morning. And a couple of spots like Perry, like Live Oak, even Valdosta, we're seeing some reduced visibilities. Perry, where we've got a little bit of fog down to about a half mile. Now, the main energy driving this next boundary, it's up over the Great Lakes. And as that boundary moves east, it tries to find some moisture to work with to bring some showers out of the clouds. Behind that boundary, the air isn't much cooler, but it is much drier. So that's what's going to take over for the weekend, and it should really turn things into a very nice October weekend. I've got the Futurecast zoomed in here, and between now and lunchtime, maybe a sprinkle or two after lunch. Maybe one or two isolated spots, but that's about all. I think most of us are going to notice more clouds today. We'll notice that breeze freshen up out of the northwest this afternoon and this evening, and I do think there'll be still some of a breeze even in the overnight period. As we get to Sunday and beyond, we'll start seeing probably a mixture of clouds and clear, but I just don't see any real rain chances in the mix after today. And honestly, I don't see very many rain chances in the mix for today. So things are looking dry, staying dry, but they should be really nice for October. Let's check the tropics. I see some different pieces of energy lined up across the Atlantic, way out across, and of course, the energy that's over here getting closer and closer to the Windward and Leeward Islands, starting to look really, really menacing and impressive. This is Tropical Storm Tammy. Winds are up to 60 miles per hour with this. It's moving west-northwest at 8. It's not too far from those islands, and it's going to get closer today as it moves more to the north. Looks like it's going to get stronger, so we likely will be calling this Hurricane Tammy at some point this weekend. It does look like it curls north. There's a lot of things in the way. It should never get anywhere near the United States, but of course we'll keep our eyes on it for you. It's going to get more breezy, I think, this afternoon. Small crafts owners and operators need to be advised. Those winds may be perking up 12 to 22 knots. We'll go with west winds. They may turn a little bit more northwest too. Seas 2 to 5 feet. We'll go with choppy conditions in the bays. 50s this morning, some clouds, less cool. I'll put the rain chances like 20–30%. That's it. Same for this afternoon, but I'm expecting clearing this afternoon and top temperatures up over 80 for a lot of us. Tonight is going to be mid-50s, mostly clear, still a little breezy at times. Sunset time will be at 7:01. And here's that 7-day forecast. I mean, low to mid-50s, low to mid-80s. Not bad. A little bit on the warm side, maybe in a couple of spots, but a very nice early October forecast, even if it is going to be late October.